there, the Kit Kats. Preparing for a race that's coming up soon. We're going to go out and we've been trying to hit different surfaces to prepare for this race. We feel like we got a good handle on brushed concrete. We got a good handle on blacktop. We've been doing a lot of stuff like that. We haven't been on grooved concrete since Nebraska 2020.
Yeah.
So, and the air and everything up there is so different that you know, I just want to make sure that we can go down grooved. And even though we did good on grooved concrete, it took us, you know, a few nights of testing to get it where we wanted it on grooved concrete, and we still weren't super fast off the trailer on grooved concrete, faster than most, but still not, you know, where we want to be. So we're going to try and make a hit on something with light grooves, and then we're going to try and make a hit on something with deep grooves sideways. And if we can get these two, you know, figured out, then we're going to try and go find somewhere with grooves going this way. We're just trying to prepare for anything. You know, this is one of those races where you don't know where you're going to end up. You don't know how many spots you're going to have to hit. You don't know what circumstances are going to be put in front of it. You could be, you know, the last pair on a good road, and then you could be the first pair on a bad road. So for something like this, it's best that you prepare for, you know, if you can, best to prepare for everything. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to put ourselves in the worst possible circumstances, just in case that's what we get put in. Last time we did one of these races was like, it's been a while.
2017.
2017 was the last time we did one of these races with my big tire car, yeah. And Jackie's raced and stuff like this since then more than me, but she's the real outlaw. The last time we did something like this, it really hurt because we were, you know, one of the earlier pairs off the trailer on a grooved concrete road, and the car didn't move, and that's not what we're going for here. So we're going to try and go down out here where there's a spot over here that we've you know, tested out a bunch over the years and raced at a bunch over the years, and we know that one lane is, you know, pretty forgiving and we can usually go down it, and the other lane we can't. We've actually never gone down it. We've tried many times. It's crazy how different the lanes are at this spot. So, but I do know that in all the times that we've ever tested it and tried it, you know, we've never been able to go down the left lane out here. So we're going to shake the car down in the right lane, make sure it goes, make sure everything's okay. Nobody's been to this spot in 2 or 3 years probably, so there's no rubber or anything. So it's going to be really close to some of the stuff we might get put on. So, because when a big race like this rolls around, they usually end up finding new spots. So we're going to try and hit the right lane that's forgiving, make sure we can go down that, shake the car down. I changed rear gear, did some stuff in the converter, so see how that treats us. And then if we can go down the right without too much trouble, then we'll see if we can go down the left. I'm guessing that there was un pebble. I'm guessing there was un pebble, a rock or a pebble or a piece of something got caught up in these quick disconnects. And so when we went to hook up the tranny cooler, it's transmission fluid everywhere, and normally we'd be able to just clean that up and move on, but it's in the rocker and it's under this panel, so really, and plus we're not 100% sure that it was a pebble or a rock in here. It may be something more like these things may be bad, or the O-ring in them.
One second.
What?
Okay.
What, you don't like the sound of the waterfall? So while I think that's the problem, I'm not 100% sure that there was something in these. I cleaned them out, and then I hooked it back up and turned the tranny cooler back on, and it worked fine and it didn't leak. But that doesn't mean that there's not something wrong with these when they get hot, or when there's pressure on them, or a lot of pressure or something. So something got in there before, and what happens is when you don't realize it, whenever you start the car, it's pouring transmission fluid out of there, and so then, you know, that's not a good. It's not a good way to make a pass. So it's a good way to get dead. We're going to call it for tonight. I'm going to go home so I can take this panel off, clean all the tranny fluid out of the rocker, because this is a real steel car with real stock door, rocker, pillars, all the shit. I need to clean all this out. In order to do that the right way, I really need to get it up on the jacks and take the panels and shit off. So we're going to do that, and also bull test those fittings in the shop and make sure if maybe I can just take them apart, replace the O-rings or whatever. But we're gonna make sure that's all good to go, and then you know how we do. There is everything's getting moved around now because the energy around this race and people figuring it out. So we've got some time before the race, so we're just gonna keep testing every night until we've hit every surface we can, so we're ready for anything. Luckily it's not like the race is tomorrow, so we're gonna fix this and we'll be back out. Stay tuned.